An abandoned cabin in the middle of the woods. We should probably go in.
Got the bay full blast and nothing's happening. This will be a bit of a morning if this is gonna act like this.
Good morning, everybody. It's 28 degrees. Like we're up and ready to go. The sun hasn't peaked over the horizon yet, and apparently the truck defrost isn't working.
It ran all day yesterday on full blast.
We got ourselves one frosty windshield. Be scraping it by hand, won't you? Alright, let's do this. We might have to be doing a little wrench turning and a little less hunting. Seems to be a recurring theme during deer season. You gotta stop before you go out in the woods and fix something. What a beautiful morning. A little bit different story than what we had yesterday. It's cold this morning.
We stopped for a second and just filmed a little bit with the drone, and wow, we got cold standing around.
Yeah, chilled right off.
Ooh.
But we're in a big patch of woods today. We're in a different area than we were in yesterday. We want to sniff around a little bit more. There's a nice little skid trail right here that we're going to work out, and we're going to poke around. These woods look good. New Hampshire Muzzle, episode 2. Bear's been tearing it up in here.
Yeah, there should be some fresh claw marks on that. That's all this year.
Bear goes up and rips all these limbs down.
Yeah, eats all the nuts.
For those who don't know, this is a beech nut. That's the husk anyway. And all these trees, all these orange leaves, these are all beech trees. But they don't really make nuts until they get about this big. Or maybe a little bit smaller, but look at that one. That's a nice handprint.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a nice bear.
Yeah.
But they climb right all the way up top and then break all them limbs off, throw them down. Ain't that something?
Yeah, and then eat them. This is bear country. You know, it's ledgy, rocky, you know, granite, thin soil, and got beaches. And this is like bear country.
That'd be cool to get a bear on film today.
Looks like a little bit of a green top up ahead here. We'll have to kind of smash and crash up through here a little bit.
Yeah.
I just walk a little ways, call, walk a little ways, call, work my way up through it, wear your orange, right? And just work my way up through it. And if I happen to hear something, well, now I'll be nice and patient and I'll wait. A lot of times the deer will make a little bit of noise and you'll find out they're there. But sometimes they just come running right down to you. I've had a whole bunch of them where I was just walking and calling, and I heard something and I just stood there, and then I was quiet for a long time, and then I called one more time, and I make pretend that I'm moving, but I'm not, right? And then just stand there some more, and then jump. Especially like if the wind's going up the hill, they would come down to get my wind, you know, so sometimes you get them to move. We've been hiking along, working our way uphill, falling little fingers. There's a lot of little evergreen, you know, groups on top of the ledges everywhere. And as you're walking along, this is a transition, not only with the evergreens and hardwoods, but where the curve of the land happens. Whenever you come to the curve of the land, like right here, you get to a spot like this right here. Come over it real slow and easy. If you call real quiet until you have a good view, and you're going to stay there for a little while. I call as I'm coming off this hardwood flat, coming onto this. I come in real slow and easy.
Oh yeah. Good deal. That is a scrape. Last couple days.
Yeah, the way it's been raining makes it look kind of more ancient than it is.
Hey, good deal.
Yeah. Antlers.
First buck sign.
Right? Spike horn.
There's something. Whatever. You hand that muzzle loader right over to me. I will shoot that spike horn.
Take it.
I will. You see him. You just pass that gun right back. I will blast him.
Oh, that's first buck.
You know what they have on their license plate? New Hampshire. Long live the meat hunters. Hey, can't get upset about that. Our first buck sign was great. Now what we do is we have a pinpoint, right? So this would be a good spot to, like, if you have like onyx or something like that, you would mark that, right? So as you keep kind of traveling through these woods and as you keep finding, if you find any significant sign, you find a bed, you find a scrape, you find a rub, start like plotting those if you can, or at least remembering them if you don't use that, if you're in like a smaller patch of woods. Then you can say, okay, there's a bed over here, there's a rub right there, there's a scrape right there, and then you can start drawing this kind of line and make this swath of area that is now a good spot to go back if you want to pick up track. Or you can say, hey, this might be a good spot to sit, this might be a good spot to set somebody else up, you know? So it's like, as soon as you can start caching some of that info in, some of those waypoints, those deer hunting waypoints, those can become useful for you in the future. Yeah, this could be a spot that he runs. So, not bad.
That's cool.
Nice. Look at this, guys. We found ourselves a spot where a buck comes. Look at that, you snapped that tree right off. Cool. We'll check the top, make sure it wasn't a moose. Oh, the top's perfectly fine. It's all waist height and lower. We broke that tree right off. Right clean off. We got ourselves another rub. There we go. Nice one. Not real fresh, but I mean, shavings are on top of the leaves. Could be in the last couple days.
Tell me that is not your favorite. It's not my favorite. Smushed twigs. Not my favorite.
Thought we'd stop and have a snack.
Well, when you buy the multi and you stick your hand in, the twigs seem to love my hand for some reason, and they stick to it like Velcro.
You're a magnet for big bucks and twigs.
And I hate twigs. I know what my sandwich would look like if my Twix was like this.
Not good. It looked like a peanut butter jelly roll. The jelly bled through the bread. You know how it does
My
that?
favorite.
I hate that. And you grab on the sandwich and your fingers go right through.
I don't think toasting it'll help.
No. Not in that pocket. We really don't bring much for food. We'll bring like maybe some candy bars, a protein bar or something. We have a big breakfast and then we just like hammer the water before we go out into the woods.
And then hammers Jimmy's jerky in the rig.
Right, when we get back we eat it. We eat everything in the truck when we get back. Anything Jimmy's hiding, I sniff it out.
Always donuts.
Yeah, Mom makes us a couple bags of donuts when we get ready to go hunting.
Tammy's cookies.
Yeah, my Aunt Tammy.
Sugar cookies are the last ones to go.
Ryan asked for sugar cookies. I don't. I like chocolate chip banana bread. Banana bread, you need butter though. It's not something you eat on the road because when those get dry, you know what I'm saying? So as far as food goes, we don't really eat too much, but just kind of easy to eat, high calorie stuff. Everyone has a preference. A lot of people bring a lot of stuff with them. We tend not to bring too much, just in general. You know, kind of a minimalist approach. You know, and I suppose if you ended up getting stuck out in the woods for a long time, it might not be great, but we're always within earshot, and we know ourselves, we know our bodies, we know what we do pretty well, and so this just kind of works for us, not to have to bring tons of water and food and stuff like that. Casey too. Casey packs a lot of snacks. He's a walking vending machine. You and him.
Mr. Whopper.
Ugh. Those are the worst. I'd rather stub my toe first thing in the morning getting out of bed than eat a Whopper. Those things are torture. Anyway. Thanks for the snack.
Jerky is usually pretty good.
Oh, jerky's the way to go. Always. If I have a preference, I won't bring this crap. I'll bring jerky or something.
Yep.
That's always the way to go. But you got to shoot a deer first.
Should.
Speaking of which, let's go do that. Guess what?
Legendary.
Cocoa Puff climbed another mountain today. Alright. 9/15/2023.
Is it 11?
No, it's 10 still.
Still 10.
Today's Halloween.
31, right?
It's Halloween.
23.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on, ready? Yeah. Oh, man. Hey. Whoops. Weren't paying attention, I guess. Cocoa Puff.
World famous. Jimmy's deer season hasn't even started.
And he's beating most people.
He's doing wonderful. Climbed 2 big ridges already.
Another can. We have a habit of finding those. I bet this cabin's locked. You think it's locked? I'm sure everybody and their brothers got to walk up to this thing. An abandoned cabin in the middle of the woods. We should probably go in. Ugh, police! Just a bunch of wood. And a bottle of Jameson. Old ranger station or something. Pretty cool. All the shingles falling in. And nice.
If you had to spend the night.
Hey, if you had to spend the night, this would be the spot.
Yep. Something went wrong.
No-
We did a lot of work on the wood pile.
No deer in here.
No.
Better head out. And I think
Y'all house seen better days.
I think I'd rather just like go right there.
Yeah.
You
Oh, you never know. You gotta do the big one. Help hold the shed up.
yeah. Well, you got these trees propped up against it.
Yeah, good.
It's reinforced.
Can't imagine coming up here and living up here in that tower and watching the world and then coming in here and then just not doing anything for weeks on end. Like especially in the fall.
Yeah.
My God. You'd be talking to yourself. I do anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sounds like you have most of the qualifications and experience in order to man this position. Are you interested in the job, Rodney?
Yeah, so you can stay up here and freeze to death. Never see any fires.
Don't have fun.
Yeah, probably. That's what it looks like. There's tracks everywhere. And they're fresh, right? Really, really fresh.
It's not a buck bed, but we wanted scrapes, rubs, and beds. So we're seeing deer sign. Not a ton, not as much as we'd like, but now we just need to see a deer. And it works. Probably should have the power shot anyway, because you're not going to get close to him. Yeah, it does. So we'll switch cameras and see if we can see these deer. This camera is so much wider than my other one. You can get right back, show the whole woods. So It's so much lighter. Do you guys want to see these cameras side by side? Do you want to see a video about the cameras we use? Like a whole video about it? Let us know. Dad and I coming down this cliffside, super steep. Super steep and bouldery and dangerous. And we just jumped a deer. Ran down that hole. It didn't look like a big deer, but it was a deer. Look at that. You have to literally like get down in order to. This is not the right side to be coming off, but this is where all the deer are. They're in these cliffs. So we're gonna get down to that level. I only saw one, so I don't think it was that doe fawn. We'll get down into the bottom and we'll check the tracks and see if it's something we can work with. Because the deer kind of just hops off and then goes down a ways and chills out. The truck's down that way, so if we can actually make that work for us, see if we can get eyes on it. The deer was bedded at the base of this giant rock. Then came right down, jumped, went right down through the woods right to Dad, and then down out that way. Cool. Rub and a scrape. It's tall tines.
Wow, look at how it was ripped way down low.
Nice. That's 3. The beach buck. It's tearing up all the. Ooh. Nice. And a rub?
Hit it a little bit.
Oh, just a little. Well, that counts. Another scrape. Damn. Another scrape. Another scrape. And another scrape. Holy cow. Well, everybody, the sun's going down. We got a ways to get back to the truck, so we found ourselves an old gravel road. We're taking that down, see if we can see anything in the dirt. And then catch up to that deer, kind of hooked off and was going the wrong way for us, and no real evidence enough to chase it and end up farther away than we need to be. So we're just gonna work this kind of like half leafy gravel road here and see if we can see any more tracks and a little bit more hard evidence about some good sized deer. We haven't really seen any big tracks. Apart from scrapes and rubs and stuff, there's obviously buck work, which is good, which is what we're looking for. But we'd like a little hard evidence of a big deer, big deer. So we're gonna see what we can scare up between here and the truck and kind of work our way back down. Because one of the other things is we don't want to get out, get cold, get wet, because our truck still doesn't have heat. Right. So we kind of want to get back to the truck in the daylight and see if we can sort out the fan problem, because behind the glove box and underneath those shrouds is the blower motor. So we might have to do a little mechanicking tonight.
I think the mouse has moved in and plugged it up on us.
Yeah, so that ain't a bad one. What's wrong with that?
It's a little hole, but looks like he's gone back and forth.
Yep. It's a good size. It's a good size one.
Yeah, not bad. Yep, digs in when he goes up the bank. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Don't see anything else.
Cool.
Keep trucking. There's a ton of it here, so we'll have a good look. Not very big, you know. Not very big.
Yeah. Whatever. Deer. Coming into them. Farther we go. We went through 2 batteries with this one, and then we went through 2 batteries with this one.
And we didn't get squat for film.
And we gotta use a cell phone now, and we didn't even get anything on film.
Batteries don't like the cold.
It's been cold
in the pocket and stuff. But, yeah.
And that's what you get for using stuff once a year. Batteries are not going to hold a charge.
Yeah.
So if you're going to start using cameras, use them often, charge them often, keep them working. Because if you don't, you end up with this. But
this is a 5-mile day, 6-mile day.
Wait, yeah.
And it was
Alpine.
Alpine.
Way more than 5 mile day.
Alpine mountain.
It's on this. I don't know.
Oh yeah. We went up.
You guys see the map when we're all done?
Yeah.
But
That is what it is.
Yeah, so we're back at the truck and finishing up for the day.
One bird, one deer.
Yeah, I saw one partridge on the way out and a bunch of tracks at the end. So we're thinking down in here tomorrow.
Yeah, the sign was medium to low. So,
yeah. So we're going to go down in here.
A lot more fur down
The higher we went, the less time we saw.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So
nothing up there.
That seems to be right now.
Yeah, everything's low right now.
So we're going to hunt down in the fir and in the spruces and in all these whips and stuff.
Right.
We're going to hunt down in here tomorrow.
Find us a brown ash rug.
Yep, instead of a beach. Anyway, unless something else happens, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe for maybe something will happen in the next video.
We've got to go work on that old girl now.
Yeah, time to work on the truck. We might have a little bit more of that. Yeah, time to work on the truck now.
You need that heater.
You ready? Let's do this.
Yeah. The rat box.
The rat rod is this truck's
rat rod. We have to unrat rod it. Then apparently a mouse has filled in the heater core motor fan, so we're gonna have to tear it out. Okay.
Okay.
It's on you right now. Want me to switch it?
No. Okay. So, under inspection, that seems to be the cause.
Little bastard.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a
problem.
Filter that needs to be cleaned there. But I think I can handle this one. I'm just gonna need a pry bar.
Pry bar.
All right, Dad.